Everyone gasped in unison. The cousins' room was filled with laughter as they enjoyed their card game.
やっぱりジョージの兄貴が持ってたか。憎い。スペードの6が憎い。
バートラのダイヤの8もエグかったぜ。ああ、もう悔しい。
ジョージお兄ちゃんすごい。また勝った。
It's because he's cheating.
そうだよ。また僕たちの勝ちだね。
I'm convinced he's cheating. Maria couldn't hold her own in an all-out battle, so she had teamed up with George, which was why she was celebrating his victory. Ken and Winston let his cards drop to the table. The game of sevens that Ken and the cousins had been playing had been a fierce battle. Normally they would take things easy since Maria was there, so this sort of game was rare. Kenna had started taking the game seriously, unwilling to lose, so George and Battler had responded and the battle had grown fierce. Unlike Battler, who was carefree enough to enjoy it whether he won or lost, Kennan's mood changed drastically with every victory and defeat. It was less of a dislike for losing and more that he just wasn't used to playing. He wasn't used to trading a few wins and losses with his opponents, so he took even losses within a game seriously. Since he had resolved to win and had unfortunately challenged the veteran players George and Battler, the result was plain to see. As Kenan slumped his shoulders, Jessica slapped him on the back. Almost isn't good enough.
本気だろうとそうでなかろうと結果が負けでは何の意味も。
とんでもない。本気で戦った結果の負けならすがすがしいもんだぜ。
I do? Because then I'm pissed that my all didn't get the job done?
いい加減に戦っての負けじゃ本気出してたら勝ってたうんぬんで未練タラタラでしょ
No, because I think if I went all out, if I was just a little bit better, I would have won. I mean, come on.
そうだな。全力を尽くしたやつは言い訳しない。
That's not true.
結果に関わらず爽やかなもんさ。
That's just inherently false.
そうだね。
Or at least not always. True.
そしてそういう人間が一番怖いのさ。そこから必ず何かを学び、成長するからね。
確かに僕は臆病だから何も学ばなかった。だから未だに未熟なんだ。
I'm furniture, so it is useless to dream. Because he'd rigidly believed that, he had distanced himself from everything and shut himself away. However, during that time, Shannon had undergone many life adventures, and now her hand is resting on the door separating furnitures and humans. The old canon would have seen this card game as a way to pass the time. However, the new canon was now capable of gaining something new from this experience. That would probably be called growth. When time passes, furniture does nothing but rot. Being able to grow is a privilege given only to humans. Hello?
一緒に遊んでくれてありがとう。西とか書いたり忙しかったんだろ
No, I'm letting Shannon take care of that one.
付き合ってくれて本当にサンキューだぜ。
いいえ、僕も楽しかったです。いえ、これが楽しいことなんだって理解できました。僕を無理に誘ってくれてありがとうございます。
Good the way that's phrased. Thank you for forcing me. It was a lot of fun. What?
私たちはさ、もっともっといろいろなことに挑戦していこう。そして君が知らなかったものを探しに行こう。それでさっきの話だけどさ、ギターとか興味ない？
No.
いや、別に無理にとは言わないけど、その
きっと難しいでしょうね。
まあね。でもさ、そこは丁寧に教えるし、練習は私も付き合うから。まあ言うほど私もうまくないんだけどね。
At first, Kennen was scared that he might make a complete fool of himself if he touched a musical instrument for the first time in his life. It was because he knew that screwing up like that would make him feel bad. However, Kennen was starting to learn.
初めてで下手なのは当たり前です。
Yeah.
それから逃げてたら永遠に何も学べない。何にも至れない。
そうさ、だからこそ人は上達を実感して面白くなるんじゃねえかよ。私だって最初はさ、右手と左手が別々に動くってだけでもう全然ダメだったぜ。でも少しずつコツが分かってくるとさ、だんだん当たり前になってきて。
僕もその境地に至りたいです。そのための道の一つにお嬢様との音楽活動があるならぜひご一緒させてください。
本当に？
はい。きっと最初は不出来でお嬢様を失望させてしまうこともあるでしょう。でも本気でやっての失敗だったらそれは清々しいものに違いないとさっきお嬢様たちに教わりましたから。
照れるぜ。
お嬢様のことをもっと好きになりました。あなたは太陽のような人なのに僕が目を背けていたからこんなにもずっと近くにいたのにそれに気づけなかった。
That being said, I'm quitting being a servant after once Shannon decides to leave.
じゃあもっと好きになってもらえるように頑張っちゃうぜ。いやー
Kennen's serious competitive words were more than enough to make Jessica shy. However, Kennen's expression unexpectedly clouded.
僕がお嬢様を好きになれる理由はだからわからなくて辛いです。
何が？
お嬢様が僕を好きになる理由です。
Oh, well, that's a decent question. It's totally not that it was the last option.
お嬢様と違い僕は何も照らしてない。今だってお嬢様に照らされながらその背中についていってるだけです。そんなみすぼらしい僕をお嬢様が好きになる理由が何一つ。
そんなことはないぜ。カノン君にだっていいところはいっぱいある。
Yeah. I'll start listing them and just give me a minute.
恥を忍んでお聞きします。お嬢様は僕の何が気に入られたのですか？
Kennen hung his head. He'd never learned anything, so he had never been able to take the lead with her. And yet it made him sad and frustrated that he had always been the one-sided recipient of her affection and could do nothing but respond to it. Jessica was lost for words. After all, compared to the reason that Kennen had started to like Jessica, Jessica's reason was a lot more vague. She had heard Shannon talking about her love with George, and at school she and her friends had always talked about her relationship with boys. There would have been nothing strange about a girl fascinated by the idea of romance developing an interest in a nearby member of the opposite sex. However, if you put that into words, it would be misinterpreted to mean that any nearby boy would have done just as well. You were the nearest object. That's basically what it is. You're the closest to her. However, at this moment her heart was filled with nothing besides her own feelings. She really did like Kennen, and she truly wanted to fall in love. As a result, they might end up together, or they might not. However, if she reached that result without holding back, she would accept it no matter which it was. That's why she was able to become serious about her emotions. However, she couldn't find the right words to tell Kennen this. When Kennen saw Jessica bite her lower lip in frustration, he finally realized.
バカだな僕は。僕のどこが気に入ったんですかなんて質問本当にバカらしいと思ったんです。自分に本気じゃないから自分のことさえ理解できてない証拠なんだ。そんなことをお嬢様に言わせようとするなんて僕は最低だ。
And I will say it's a really bullshit question whenever someone asks that, because the second you delay, it just all downhill. It's horrible. I hate those kinds of questions.
そんなことないよ。女の子だって男子に告白されたら最初に聞いてみたい質問だもん。
Yeah, and that's why I fucking hate it.
自分のどこを気に入ってくれたのって。
それを相手に尋ねる時点で、そんな未熟者に気に入ってもらえるようなものが。
いや、そうじゃなくて
Jessica panicked, trying desperately to explain how she felt. However, Cannon was calm, and then he spoke.
だから僕がお嬢様を好きになるように、お嬢様にも僕を好きになってほしい。そのために僕は自分を変えていくことにします。今はまだこんな自分をお嬢様に好きになってもらえるとは到底思えません。でもいつか必ず。
ああ、絶対素敵なカノン君になれるよ。私がベタベタに惚れちゃうくらいの素敵な男の子になれる。私はそれまでずっと一緒にいるから。時間なんていくらでもある。
ただ時間がそうないのが悔やまれます。
Of course not.
時間って？
家具の話をするとお嬢様が悲しまれます。でも話さなければなりません。そしてそれは僕が本気で戦わなければならないことでもあるのです。
何の話？家具だから恋ができないとか、そういう話ならもう聞きたくないよ。カノン君は家具なんかじゃない。
はい、だから人間になろうと思います。ですがまだ家具なんです。
ならなろうよ、人間に。
かつて魔女は教えてくれました。この世の一なる元素、
Love.
それは愛だと。それはこの世に住まう人間は当たり前のように享受できるものです。しかし家具として生み出されたこの世ならざる身には当たり前ではないのです。その当たり前でないものを得るには魔法か奇跡が必要なんです。
In the same way that Nissan and George would have ended up as they have without borrowing the power of that golden butterfly brooch.
さっきからこれがわからないの。
何がわからぬというか聞かせよ。
今回のゲームが始まり、短くない時間がシャノンやカノンの恋への決意に割かれてきたわ。
Yeah, it's like that's the focus of this.
それ自体は自らを家具と蔑んできた少年少女の青春の決意と成長の物語と好意的に見てもいい。でも二人のある前提にさっきから強い違和感を覚えるの。
Which is?
なぜ魔法が必要なのかであるか。
シャノンもカノンも、いえ、あえて家具と呼ぶわ。家具たちは最初から一貫して人間とは恋愛ができないと主張してきた。そこに黄金蝶のブローチという魔法が介在し、その魔法という奇跡の結果、ジョージお兄ちゃんとの恋愛が成立した。そう主張してるわ。
身分の違いによる許されぬ恋が実るには、魔法の奇跡でもないことにはありえぬと、そう考えたとしても無理はあるまい。
そうね。だから使用人の身分であるシャノンとカノンが許されざる恋に苦悩して自らを家具と卑下したとしても、それは納得できるの。
ではそなたの納得できない点とは。
再び魔法の力がなければ結婚はできない。それがシャノンとカノンの2人の共通認識になってる。これがどうしてもよく理解できないの。
After meeting in secret for quite some time, George and Shannon had finally gotten engaged. Both were fully prepared for it emotionally, and though there would be some trouble with the relatives, it would probably be impossible for anyone to prevent their marriage by this point.
結ばれようとする2人の間に立つなぞ。飛ぶ矢の前に立ちて それをつかもうとするにも等しい愚行よ。
そういうこと。伴侶を生涯守りきると誓ったジョージお兄ちゃんにとって両親の反対や感動さえ恐れるものではない。むしろそれらさえも彼女への愛を示すちょうどいい試練だとさえ思っているわ。つまり二人は必ず結婚する。
That's not necessarily true. For him, that's the case, but what about her? She has to clear something in her own mind.
誰も拒めない。そして二人は婚約を快諾した。
Because she still has the canon personality that she has to deal with. That, she can't get married while, with having canon, still loving someone else, and having love in between them.
誰にも拒めない、阻めない、馬に蹴られてなんとやらであるな。
そう。だから不思議なの。魔法なんて必要ない。
If George and Shannon had wanted Ava's approval for their engagement, then magic might really have been necessary. After all, Ava had forbidden his relationship with her. No matter how much George spoke of Shannon on Shannon's behalf, the chances of Ava being convinced were very near zero. If that were the case, it would be understandable if they wanted a magical miracle to make Ava acknowledge that engagement.
しかしジョージお兄ちゃんはきっぱりと誓ってるわ。両親に婚約を認められなくても構わないと。そう。二人の婚約を阻む理由は何も存在しないの。そしてそれはシャノンだってよく知ってるはず。なのになぜ彼女はこの順風満帆の婚約を受けたこの夜になおも魔法の奇跡を祈るの？
I'm not exactly sure what kind of magic she's looking for, but it has to do with her and herself. It could be since, they're interchanging bodies and you have to look at, what was the gender of the baby first. You kind of have to assume, maybe biologically speaking, she's not all there, and that's the miracle she would need. The miracle that George is okay with that. And that, she hasn't been exactly the most forthright about it. And that's the miracle she's still praying for. Because that is another big deal that needs to be crossed. Because it's not an outside force, that's for sure. George has already established that. So it can't be anyone from outside, so it has to be one of the two. And in this case, if Shannon's praying for it and George is unaware of it, it has to be coming from Shannon's mind or her body or somewhere in her that she feels that it's necessary. That's why she's still praying for it.
魔法の奇跡を得なければ家具たちの主張であるな。
つまりこういうこと。シャノンはジョージの婚約を受けているけど、魔法の奇跡がなければ成就されない障害が残っていると知っていることになる。そしてその障害は二人の努力では取り除けないとも。だから魔法という奇跡が必要。どうして魔法がいるの？愛し合う二人に結ばれるための他にどんな奇跡が必要だっていうの？
ふむ、なるほど。
Feathering listened to Angie's interpretation, smiling in a satisfied way. Apparently she had already reached that conclusion and enjoyed watching Angie finally manage to do the same.
そしてその疑問はカノンにも向けられるわ。
Well, canon and Shannon are one and the same, it would be understood.
ジェシカお姉ちゃんとの恋路は始まったばかりだけど、二人の気持ちはまっすぐ。何の障害もないわ。黄金蝶のブローチの力なんか関係なく、もう恋仲に慣れてる。何年もの交際を経て、やがては結婚に行き着いても何もおかしくない。こっちも障害は何も存在しないのよ。
But you have to ask why he's wanting to quit if, the George and Shannon get worked out. Why would that be the case? It wouldn't make any sense. That's why they have to be interchangeable.
クラウスと夏日に結婚を認めさせようと思わない限り、こちらもまた魔法の奇跡は必要なさそうであるな。
That's why it has to be coming from inside each other. It's not an outside force.
シャノンの生き方を見て、カノンもまた生き方を変えた。そして素直な気持ちを伝え、ジェシカお姉ちゃんと二人で恋路を歩み始めた。 必要ないのよ、もはや魔法は。片思いの相手になら恋のおまじないも必要かもしれない。でももはや両者は相思相愛、意思も疎通できてる。なのにどうしてその上魔法の奇跡が必要なの？
Both furnitures were in relationships of mutual love. There shouldn't have been any need for a miracle any longer, so why do they still desire some miracle? On top of that, the single brooch was portrayed as bestowed only a single miracle. It felt almost as though Shannon was hesitating because if she used up that miracle for herself, Kennen's chances at love would be automatically sealed away for eternity.
つまりこういうことよ。どうして家具は恋をしてはいけないの？
魔法という奇跡なくしてはなぜ恋が許されぬことになっているのかが。
そして堅くなに恋ができないと嘆いていた家具たちにそれを許すことのできる黄金蝶のブローチって。
Well, the idea of furniture, at least how I'm interpreting it, it's an idea that they're subhuman. That, you know, they aren't fully human. They don't belong anywhere in the company of human, or not the company of human, but they aren't at the same level of it. They're incomplete.
一体何だっていうの？
Which is why they would need something like that. Because if you don't see yourself as fully human,
もちろん魔法の結晶であるぞ。
if God damn it, I just lost my goddamn train of thought. Oh, I was gonna say something important. Furniture and why they need a miracle. It's pretty, what I see it as, the furniture themselves see themselves as lower than human. That's why they need a miracle, because if they are subhuman, if you view yourself as that, you're gonna feel yourself as not worthy as being able to have love with something that's of a higher status and being than you. You'll feel constantly inferior, and you're not entitled to that love. That's probably what they view it as. So if they're incomplete as humans, they view themselves as not being able to love a normal human being. That's what I wanted to say.
ただし、多くの魔法と同様に、反魔法の毒素で焼かれもする。
つまり魔女や魔法を信じる者にしか効果がないということなんですね。
その通りだ。よって、わらわと交流することができたシャノンには、その効果を発揮した。しかしもし、シャノンがそのブローチを砂浜に落とし、何も知らぬ者が拾ったとしたら、
その者が反魔法の毒をまとっていたら、ブローチの魔法は力を発揮できない。
そういうことだ。魔女のアイテムは直接の手渡しでなければ力を失うことが多いということだ。しかし魔女の存在を大勢の人間が認めることで反魔法の毒素がなくなり権限することができるのと同じに、大勢の人間がそのアイテムの魔力を信じれば逆に魔力を維持することもある。
皮肉な話ですね。私たち魔女がどんな魔法を授けてもそれを受け取れるかどうかは全て人間次第なんですね。
薬もそうだと聞いているぞ。同じ薬を飲んでもその効果を知らされている人間にはより大きい効果が出るという。
あ、ちょっとわかります。風邪薬とか飲んだ時、薬効の解説書とか読んでると薬の効きがいいような気がしますよね。
As she listened, Beato thought that magic sounded a bit like a charm. When most humans think of magic, they think of incredible miracles being performed one after another in front of a crowd. However, this true magic that the older sister spoke of sounded almost like a charm, something that had no effect if the person using it didn't believe. Shannon's heart was captured by George bit by bit as he grew by leaps and bounds. However, she had given up, thinking that one of a different class such as herself would never find love with him. That was when Beatrice had given her the golden butterfly brooch and encouraged her. Giving up means that you have zero chance of success. However, with the power of magic, if you think that there will just have been some chance of your wish coming true, the odds of it happening are greater than zero at the very least. Zero remains zero forever, but if even a faint possibility exists, it would be no exaggeration to say that a miracle had occurred since the time had that probability had been zero. Humans can use magic to take resignation, by which they themselves make the probability of success zero and cancel it out. When a human does not give up, though their chances of success may be small, those chances do exist, and the more determined they become, the greater those odds rise. It was easy to imagine that Shannon had made earnest wishes upon the brooch, believed in its effect, and tried little things over and over again to get George to like her.
信じる力が魔法になる。そしてそれを信じさせるものが魔女だ。
Those who make believers believe are witches. That's an interesting way to put it. If you think about it, it's true. Let's say a witch steps out into a spotlight, waves her staff in front of a crowd of onlookers, and makes a rabbit appear out of thin air. The many people who see it will surely think that it was a sleight of hand. They may wonder how it was accomplished, but they would be sure that it wasn't magic, and they would applaud the splendid trick that it appeared to be magic. But what if they performed a sacred ceremony inside a great ancient temple in front of a crowd of believers, and ended up with the exact same result? Would any of the people there think that it was a sleight of hand? In fact, in ancient past, when magic tricks as a form of entertainment didn't even exist and divine spirits were worshipped, this would doubtlessly have been a miracle of magic.
ならこれは魔法になるでしょうか。
Everything's magic. Literally everything.
ほう、魔法の使いの魔女のそなたが初めて振るう魔法とはどんなものか。
ここに空の紅茶のカップがあります。中身は空です。
うん、空っぽであるぞ。それから
これをこうしてテーブルの上に伏せておきます。
それから
一緒に目を閉じて魔法の呪文を唱えます。
It was the same magic that had been used to give Maria candies. Beato the elder grinned and closed her eyes. Beato slowly chanted the incantation. When she saw this, Beato slowly chanted the incantation.
さあさあ思い出してごらんなさい。カップの中に何が入っていたのか。
うん。さあさあ思い出してごらんなさい。カップの中に何が入っていたのか。
As she chanted, Beta slowly opened her eyes and made sure the older sister was repeating her with her eyes closed. Then a single gold butterfly appeared out of nowhere and fluttered down onto the overturned cup and scattered away in a golden splash.
もう良いか？目を開けても。
No, we have to disprove this. This cannot stand. This horrible thing cannot stand.